Well, at least the show ended with Destino. Man, I can't do that like Kevin Kelly, but nobody can, for there is only one Kevin Kelly. At least only one good Kevin Kelly in wrestling. Forget Nails, only Kevin Kelly, the announcer. I'm John Renton with my review, New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 32 Night 14 event, A blocka, B blocka, C blocka, she wants the D blocka action. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. 6 more shows after this. We are almost at the finish line of this glorious month-long climax. Actually, just over a month-long climaxing. Man, we're really going to be goddamn sore and tired. I'm thinking after the G1 Climax finals, I might be taking a bit of a break from reviewing New Japan, because then we enter the dog days of fall. And some of their events, while not bad, aren't necessarily worth reviewing. But I'll talk about that when I review the G1 Climax finals. So Kevin Kelly flies solo for the first hour. ELP joins commentary for the Blocka matches. So Tomohiro Ishii and Fujita taking on Shingo and Bushi. Fujita fires up, gets targeted. Ishii versus Shingo. Yes, give me that again. Hook it into my veins. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't try to put matches in your veins. It's not a good idea. And a Boston Crab spot taps out Fujita, as you would expect, since he's the only person that's a young lion in this. And Shingo and Ishii battle by beating the shit out of each other outside the ring afterwards. For they are Shingo and Ishii, and who is going to stop them? Certainly not the young lions that were not in the match. So, Tom Lawler and Royce Isaacs taking on Zack Sabre Jr. and Taka. Give me Lawler versus Zack Sabre Jr. at some point. Please, please, I'm begging you, give me something worth watching, please. George Michael Ichiban, Boy George Ichiban. I don't know why that was so funny. It just was. They were debating about music. It's hilarious. And then the knee from behind, the nasty knee on the brain, I think is what the fuck it's called. I'm just gonna say knee from behind. 1, 2, 3. Taka loses. What? They gotta stop bringing Taka in for these, because Suzuki-gun's always losing. You would think they'd pick a better partner. In all seriousness, nothing against Taka Michinoku. That's the whole point of that, and at least he's still getting work. So, United Empire, Ospreay, Cobb, Okan, and Hanare taking on House of Torture and El Phantasmo. Yeah, House of Torture. No, I don't care. Ultima, the full Nelson from Hanare, taps out Dick, and then Hanare was pissed because ELP throws a corner pad in, hits Ospreay in the head. Not that it would affect anything, because Ospreay really hasn't had a working brain in about 5 fucking years. And especially since he almost took off the top of his head doing that freaking Spanish fly against, now blacklisted Marty Scurll. Stay away from schools, you goddamn idiot. Remember that? Remember when, I think it was Sakura Genesis 2018. It was a while ago. Hard to believe we're almost coming up on 5 years of that next April. But yeah, Ospreay gets hit in the head, and El Phantasmo just, walks off. And then Ospreay decides to mess up his seat, because he's going to come out and do commentary a little bit later. Okada, Tanahashi, and Goto took on Juice, Fale, and Gato. Jay was being kept out due to medical precautions. He tested negative for COVID. That's good. That's good. Hopefully, he's going to be all right. Kevin Kelly said it might have something to do with the heat. Hopefully, Jay White's going to be all right. So it was a 6-man tag, I assume, instead of an 8-man tag, and GTR pinned Gato. There you go. So, Yoshihashi took on Yujiro. She wants the D blocka. I wrote down this. Are you fucking serious? Yoshihashi can work. His matches are fine. He's boring. Yujiro doesn't even have that benefit. Yujiro can work. I just don't fucking care about the gimmick. And this went forever. At least it seemed to. Show interfered. More bullshit. More House of Torture stuff. And a wrench to the head while the referee's distracted. By just, simply seeing, oh, there's somebody here, I need to look, because they make the referee seem stupid. Big Juice, 1, 2, 3. Yoshihashi has 4. Yujiro has 6 points. That is further proof that this G1 has not been all that great. It's had some great moments. Yujiro has 6 points. Yujiro should have less than 6 points, like 6 less than 6. But speaking of people that should have less points than they do, we have Sonata, who should have more points, taking on Chase Owens. This is Chase's final block match of the tournament. Thank fuck for small wonders. So, Chase can work. This is fine. Sonata ends up tapping him out. Well, actually, Chase passes out from Skull End. And Sonata ends up getting 6 points, and Chase has 4. So there you go. That, again, is about 4 more points than Chase should fucking have, especially for, one of the people that he beat. But nevertheless, Tamatanga and Taichi with Miho Abe, my goodness. B Blocka action. 2 back-to-back B Blocka matches. And DLP says, I'm not sure I get Miho and I don't care. Same. Fucking same. Alright, so Taichi has the iron fingers. That whole thing that Izuka had. And look, I get that there's a story behind it. A story need to be left in the past. Especially after that, and not for the fault of the talents, but what was it, last May? At Dontaku? I think it was last May. They had a ladder match for possession of the iron fingers. And it was fucking stupid. Really, 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 really fucking stupid. And they're bringing it back. I mean, granted, it was just for a one-off, but god damn it. They had some good back and forth, but the fingers, I'm sorry, it's just dumb. The visual of it is dumb. Backstory or not, it's 2022. We don't need to have that many fucking callbacks to things. And they finally pick up with some good near falls and some good back and forth. Nice, dangerous backdrop. But he does a sumo throw, goes for the form, but hits it, gun stun. 1, 2, 3. And then Tama is at 6, Taichi's at 4. Tama throws the fingers at him and says, it's over. It's over. Stop. God, if only. It was what it was. There are just certain things that irk me, and that was, you blew it off last year. You didn't need to bring it back. But whatever. When the match was actually going with moves and not bullshit storytelling, or at least storytelling bullshit that not that many people cared about, it was actually pretty good. And then Jonah took on Lance Archer in a Blocka match. They just did a slugfest. They did a few power moves. Then we got a tackle off the apron. And it seemed like, Jonah might get back in. Nope, Jonah got knocked to the barricade and counted out. That's the second count-out loss for Jonah. So after beating Kazuchika Okada in the match of the tournament so far, he loses here via count-out, and both are at 6. Jonah was never going to win the goddamn thing, but just 2 count-out victories feels cheap. Just feels a little cheap. And then we get Naito versus Kenta in C Blocka action, and I hate that I laughed at this, but ELP says, Kevin, I know someone who talks like an owl. And Kevin says, yeah, who? Oh. Stupid humor like that. That was pretty funny. Kenta played defense at first and then took over, targeting Naito's neck. And then Kenta got his own neck targeted with the vice, and, just Naito viciously scissoring him from behind and just targeting his neck, beating up his shoulder, throwing the elbows and everything. We got an exposed buckle, so that came into play a little bit later. We got, Gloria, you're always on the run now. Gloria, I mean, she's not really on the run now anymore, but yeah, 80s Singers fans will probably be pissed the fuck off that I said that. So, top rope DDT, ouch, that looked really, really painful. And then the GTS got countered. We got a strike battle. The strike battle back and forth thing at times works and at times tries my patience. And then a buckle spot for 2. Naito's bleeding at the bridge of the nose. Valentia and Destino. I'm not going to do another one. 1, 2, 3. Naito at 6 and Kenta, I think, at 2 or 4. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to keep track of these point totals, and it's really, really difficult. Naito is still in the running. Kenta is not. Kenta is mathematically eliminated. So now, tomorrow's show, that one review will be up sometime Wednesday afternoon. Saturday and Sunday, it just totally depends. They may be Human Centipede together into one video on Sunday afternoon/evening. They may be separate videos. It just honestly depends because I'm going to be working so goddamn much. And then Tuesday, the next Tuesday, so the final night of Big Block action, that'll be one review. The semifinals will be one review. And then the finals will be one review. And I will do my best to have those up as quickly as I can. After the finals, though, I won't lie to you, you probably won't see that many New Japan reviews. You're not going to see World Tag League. Those reviews never do well, and quite frankly, as much as I love tag team action, I really, which sounded a lot less dirty in my head before I said, I don't really see the point in doing some of that stuff. So we'll see. I will address it for the G1 finals, but just thought I'd give you a little heads up there. Agree, disagree what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Reckland. I'll see you soon.